Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to just do a really quick what I'm eating the rainbow for the winter time, because it is a little bit different in the winter versus the summer. Obviously, I'm having a lot more fruits, fresh fruits in the summertime. That's how I'm getting a lot of my rainbow colors in, a lot of raw veggies. But now in the winter, I'm craving soups and I'm craving stews. I'm still able to get that variety in, but it's a little more tricky because it's winter and it's freezing and we're all bundled up in our giant sweaters, like my big thrifted one that I just got. We are just needing to eat that rainbow, but we're having to tweak it a little bit because of course it is freezing cold and we can't always have just raw veggies and, raw fruits all the time. And, I typically have to tweak it during the seasons, and that's fine. I'm just going to show you some of the simple ways that I can get my veggies in, that I can get my rainbow of colors in, get all my nutrition in, because if we're not having a variety of vegetables, a variety of fruits, we're not having nuts and seeds in our diet, we also need a variety of proteins, plant-based proteins. That way, we're like encompassing everything that we could possibly need and that we're not going to be nutrient deficient in anything. So I like to always look at what colors I'm getting, what things am I able to implement, what can I add as an addition or a condiment, something, so that I'm always kind of tweaking it and adding a little something different in each and every meal. So come with me and I'm going to show you super easy, simple meals. And even when you're in a pinch and there's not much available and you can't control certain things, what I do in those situations. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. So I am just trying to find my balance between my raw foods and also my cooked foods. So I always like to have smoothie blends, even though it's winter time. It's really important because I can pack in so much nutrition and I feel really light and energized by including it. So even though it's cold, I still do my smoothie bowls. So this one is a blend that I just found and it was at Walmart. It was easy, had all the ingredients I needed. I also put protein powder and I put chia seeds in there just for the, nutritional benefit that it will provide me. And of course, I'm always trying to add a little bit more protein in my diet these days. So the protein powder also has greens, and that's also another, quick thing that I can add in just to get some more nutrition. So I really like this one. It's like a pretty pink bowl and it has so much nutrition. And then for toppings, I usually just put a little bit of coconut shavings on top or cacao nibs. It depends on my mood, but those are my go-tos. Sometimes a little sprinkling of hemp hearts because of the nutritional benefit that they provide. But really, I'm just, again, trying to find that balance of the raw, healthy, energizing, living foods, and then also, of course, having a nice home-cooked meal that's cozy and full of, some warm, hearty veggies. So every day I'm trying to be mindful of, how many colors am I getting? What kind of a variety am I getting in my diet? Whether it's adding herbs, something different, something that is going to give me some more nutritional benefit. So I'm always looking at eating the rainbow, eating a variety of colors, whether it's my raw veggies or also my cooked foods. So I like to have munchies, little veggies, carrots, sometimes it's cucumber here and there as a snack just to add some more variety to my diet and eating the rainbow. I thought that this hummus was oil-free. I thought it just had tahini and I'm okay with that here and there. But I don't know what planet I was on because it obviously has canola oil and canola oil I'm not okay with. But you know what? I guess once in a while it's not going to kill me, but I was really disappointed once I figured out there was actually canola oil in it. So another fail eating the rainbow was I had to go to Whole Foods because I was just downtown and really busy doing some errands, and that was the only place that I could actually get food in. So the hot bar as well as the salad table, every single item has oil in it. I'm not even joking. Every single item has oil in it. So this is what I came up with. I just put some rice, some sweet potatoes, a roasted pepper, a kale salad which had beets and walnuts, and some corn. That's pretty much it. I also popped in for breakfast one day and they had a tofu scramble with broccoli, which was nice, so I added that to my mix as well. So if you can eat in season, it really is helpful because you can find a lot of variety and a lot of veggies that are available to you. So I get a lot of Brussels sprouts this time of year and I just bake them in the oven at 400 degrees. I put some seasonings on it and either maple syrup or agave on top just get it nice and crunchy and crispy. And then I also had a squash, so I decided to use that squash up and make soup. So very simple, just with some carrots. That's a very staple veggie that almost everybody has at home. And then having the squash as well, you can make a variety of different soups. You can add a whole bunch of different veggies in depending on what you have available to you. And it's really hearty and cozy for the winter, and you are fueling your body with a lot of nutrition, but also again eating the rainbow. So one of the other ways that I get a rainbow of veggies in is doing pasta salad. It's a great way of adding more protein as well. I always make sure I have a tofu in there or beans. And then, yeah, this is just smoked tofu, simple pasta. I put olives in here, cabbage, lots of spinach. It's a great way of adding a variety of vegetables and sometimes even fruit into my pasta salads. Another way of getting a rainbow of veggies in is making a stew. So this is a kale and sweet potato chili. It is really, really good, but you know, my kale goes into stews and soups as well. And if you don't know, I do keep my kale outside in the snow in the winter time because it still works perfectly. I just thaw it out, wash it really well, and it works really nice for a lot of my dishes. Okay, so this recipe literally is my you have no time, you have to make something really quick meal, and you have very few ingredients. So this is perfect. You can use any kind of veggies, 2 cups of any kind of veggies you have. I used frozen. I put in quite a bit of seasoning because that's my only seasoning for my patties. And then you can add broth if you want to. Just cook 2 cups of veggies, any kind of veggies. And then you need some brown rice. Brown rice has a lot of nutritional benefits, so I always like to use brown rice. I also find that it really makes you full for a long time versus regular like basmati rice. So I prefer this, but if you have white rice, then go for that. That's fine. Now, to bind everything, I like to use oats because oats are going to bind everything into a nice little patty form. So any kind of organic oats that you have will work. So 2 cups of the veggies went into my processor and 3 cups of my brown rice. Super easy, very, very simple. Then you're going to put 1/3 of a cup of organic oats in that blender as well, because again, you need to make sure that it's going to be basically a patty form. Now, if you're doing something like a Mary's Mini, if you go back to my old videos, you'll see I didn't add oats. I just did it like this and put it in the air fryer and it will still work. Or you can make like little veggie balls kind of thing. But if you want to put them in the oven and you want them to be more of a patty, I suggest putting in the oats because it's really going to help with that binding factor. So you can add more seasonings if you want to at this point. I did not because I already seasoned. My rice was seasoned with a little bit of bouillon and that was oil free. And then I also seasoned my veggies. So I did not go ahead and add more, but you can if you want to. So just throw it on a baking sheet. So you just kind of have to plop it on and form a patty. So what I find is by using 2 spoons, it kind of helps me because it is going to be a little bit sticky, but this is the way it's supposed to be. Trust me, don't put too many oats because you don't want to add so many oats that it just tastes like an oat patty. You want to be able to taste those lovely veggies coming through. So yeah, just shape them and then you're just going to pop them in the oven. Super easy and simple. So this is what they look like once you form them. They're super delicious, honestly. I really, really like these patties. Very simple ingredients, and then you can dip them into barbecue sauce. You can throw them into, a bread and just make like a burger. You can put them into ketchup. It really depends on what you want to use it for. You can make them into little balls, like meatballs. That works perfectly too if you wanted to. So again, you can do anything with the batter that you want to. You can make little hot dogs. You can make them long and, make them into like a hot dog. It will work for any shape that you want to use. And look how easy it is and very few ingredients that are required to make it. They are not going to break the bank. Also, they are very low cost meal because you can buy oats really cheap. You can buy frozen veggies really cheap, or you can even use canned veggies. If you are in a pinch and you can't afford the frozen ones, then just buy a can of the regular canned veggies and go with that. What I'm trying to say is there is a way of making these no matter what your budget is, and you're going to be fueling your body with nutrition. And you can change up the veggies as well. Like you can do one sort of veggie one week, and then when you make the patties again, change up the veggies. That way you're getting a variety in your diet. So I cook them for 10 minutes on each side. I like my stuff a little bit overcooked, so if you don't, I would suggest at the 15-minute mark, you're going to take a peek at them. You're going to see if you want to cook them any longer. And if you don't, you can take them out. So that's it. Super easy. Very simple. 375 degrees for about 20 minutes around there. Regular oven, not a convection, not anything fancy, just a regular oven. And that is it. I have made these in a air fryer before in different versions. But I realize that a lot of people still don't have air fryers. They can't afford an air fryer, or they don't have the space for an air fryer. So I am going back to using the oven for some of my recipes just so people can see, yes, you can still use a regular oven. You don't have to go out and buy a fancy air fryer. So that's that. Super easy, really simple. You guys know how I roll. It's only simple recipes on this channel that are going to save you time, but also give you a lot of nutrition. So these patties will be great for leftovers. I ate them for leftovers for 2 days and they were perfectly fine. I just put them in a Ziploc bag and that's it. Super easy. So really good for lunches, for school lunches, for work lunches. And again, you can make them any shape you want to. You can make them as burgers, hot dogs, meatballs, whatever you want to do. And again, it's super cheap and really nutritious.